An Indian patrol fighter jet swept low over a train. When the strong wind blew the tarps aside, the pilots discovered the enemy was secretly conducting military deployments. The patrolling pilots sensed something was wrong and wanted to report back to headquarters, but the enemy wasn't about to let them get away alive. Just then, two Indian fighter jets were on a routine patrol along the India-Pakistan border. They noticed that Pakistan had gathered many trains at the border. The squadron leader, sensing trouble, took the risk of crossing the border. After entering Pakistani territory, he used the camera mounted on the jet's belly to take pictures. Only when they flew over the station did they realize that Pakistan was secretly transporting a large number of weapons to the border. However, their trespassing was quickly detected by the enemy. To confirm his suspicions further, the squadron leader chose to fly at low altitude. The military tanks hidden under the tarps proved their guess. At the same time, the enemy started firing anti-aircraft guns at them, determined to shoot down the two jets. The pilot in the rear, seeing that escape was impossible, chose to turn back. Under the astonished gaze of the enemy, he immediately pressed the launch button and counterattacked. Although they successfully thwarted the enemy's initial attack, it only provoked an even fiercer response. Not daring to face it head-on, he immediately flew the jet into a nearby canyon but was still hit. Fortunately, the operating system was working fine, and he managed to escape the attack range. The squadron leader also arrived in time and used his superb piloting skills to fly through a narrow crevice. To the enemy's surprise, the two didn't flee but instead aimed to stop this military deployment. Ahead was the enemy train transporting weapons. Before the enemy could react, the squadron leader immediately fired two missiles, trying to force the train to stop. His wingman also returned to draw the enemy's fire. When the train driver noticed the damaged tracks, he hurriedly pulled the brake, but it was too late. The train derailed at high speed. Through their coordination, they successfully stopped the enemy's secret military deployment. As they were preparing to return, they were unaware that the enemy's hidden base had detected them. The enemy commander immediately activated the air defense system and launched two heat-seeking missiles to intercept them. The two were locked on, and the missiles were much faster. They had no choice but to split up and flee. The squadron leader fled to the foot of a mountain. Looking at the peak ahead, he pulled the lever with all his might. When he brought the heat-seeking missile to the mountaintop, he suddenly maneuvered the jet to the left, avoiding the peak. The missile blew up the mountain instantly, and the squadron leader escaped danger. Seeing that his wingman was still being tracked, the squadron leader immediately told him to reduce the jet's weight by jettisoning the fuel. Under the squadron leader's command, the wingman detonated the fuel on board. The resulting high temperature also triggered the enemy's heat-seeking missile. In the end, both of them escaped unharmed and returned safely to the base.